In this video, I'd like to share with you a free software for displaying subliminal text messages and images on your computer screen. It's really an easy way to keep your energy levels up if you're a person that works on the computer a lot. Now, while some people are firm believers in the power of subliminal messaging for personal development, others aren't. And that's fine, because this software has the option of displaying messages and images at consciously viewable durations as well. So I'm just going to do a quick demo here, and then you can use the programs however you choose, for just about any kind of self-development you can imagine. First, you'll need to download the programs from this URL, www.mc2method or mc2method.com/subliminal-software. The two programs you'll find here are almost the same, but one is for displaying text, while the other is for displaying images. You can download both of them, that's no problem. I've designed the programs to be ultra compact, so the downloads are small, and running both won't affect your computer's speed at all. Feel free to run them through any virus scanners to confirm that they're clean. Okay, let's start by demoing the text version. Before we run the program, please open Notepad and write some affirmations or whatever text you want to display on your screen. Here I'll just give some samples. Discipline equals freedom, kind of a wise saying. Abundance flows into me, a positive affirmation. The more you know, the less you need, another wise saying. Note that the /n will create a line break. I'm going to write the ending scene of Burning Plain. That's a movie I just saw, and the thought of that scene just makes me feel good and kind of raises my energy levels. Watching Boats with Kathy. That's another personal memory that will raise my energy levels. I can handle anything that comes my way. Kind of a confidence-inspiring affirmation. I am surrounded by well-being. A nice positive affirmation. Okay, for this demo, that'll be all I put, but you could literally add hundreds of lines. Just be sure to keep each saying or affirmation on a separate line, and also be sure that word wrap is turned off on Notepad when you're doing this. Finally, save that with a name you'll remember and in a location that you'll remember. Okay, go ahead and double click on the red icon, the file that you downloaded, which is the text version of the Subliminal software. The first time you run the program, you'll need to adjust some settings. Let's choose Enabled and start with Windows. And go ahead and select the file that you just created with Notepad. Now I'm going to choose Arial as my font with red text on a white background, and I'll start with size 24. Now for display time, this setting is in milliseconds, so a setting of 1000 would be 1 second. If you want to make your messages flash subliminally, set it to something like 100 milliseconds. I think that's the rate that some famous marketing studies mention. On the other hand, if you want to consciously ponder the text when it displays, you'll probably want something like 2000 or more, meaning 2 seconds or longer. And that's what I'll do here for this demo. Now, with a 2-second duration, I don't want to be interrupted too often on the computer, so I'd usually set the frequency of display to something like 120 seconds, or every 2 minutes, or maybe even longer. For this demo though, I'll set it to 5 seconds so that we can see what's happening. So in about 5 seconds, we should see the messages. There it is. The messages will display randomly from your text file. Now, if you want to get back into the settings, the program is now running in your system tray. Just click the red icon there. If you want to stop the messages from displaying, just uncheck the enabled box. If you want to stop the program from running in the future when your computer starts, uncheck the Start with Windows box. If you want to stop the program from running right now, just right-click the red icon and click Exit. Also, if you want to completely remove the program from your computer, just delete the file. This is a self-contained program with no installation, so the uninstall is just a matter of deleting the file. That's all there is to it. Okay, let's take a look at the image version now. Just double click on the blue icon that you downloaded. You'll see that the interface is almost exactly the same, except that the file selector is a folder selector. Simply navigate to a folder where you have placed a number of images and select it. You can either use your own images, you could use an image bank, or you could search on Google to find images that reflect goals you want to achieve, which I'll do a sample of here, or perhaps a lifestyle you're striving for. Just save those files into your folder. Also, I'm not a lawyer, so deciding whether or not you need permission to use each image for personal use is really up to you. Better yet, if you have personal photos that make you feel good, that raise your energy levels, frequently viewing those photos can also be a good way to attract more of those good feelings and good experiences into your life. One thing to keep in mind with this program is that all the images should be sized to fit on your screen. I know it would be nice if my program here automatically resized images for that, but that kind of on-the-fly processing would definitely cause the computer to slow down. So you can use a program like Paint to resize any of your images that are too large. Okay, once you have all those images in one folder, just go back to the interface and select that folder. And the images should start displaying as soon as you have the settings in place and click OK. The last thing I want to mention is that if you run both the text program and the image program at the same time, you should select display frequencies that are different. Otherwise, when you restart your computer and both programs auto start at the same time, the images and text will probably conflict with their display. I think that's about it. Hope you enjoy the programs.